Hey, it's Don from RV Business Coach. Once again, want to talk to you a little about productivity. Today I want to talk about clothing. Now, I've seen a lot of people doing videos lately about productivity and a lot of people talking about clothing. I probably have a little bit different stance than some people, but I still think it's very, very important. So just this morning I was on a video conference and one of the guys was telling about he had a job interview with someone. He was the hiring manager and interviewed somebody via teleconference, and he said they logged onto the conference and this guy is sitting there on a couch wearing pajama bottoms and a V-neck t-shirt, sitting cross-legged on the couch, got his laptop sitting on the coffee table. And the hiring manager's like, "Oh, hey, how you doing?" The guy says, "Oh man, really great, just chilling out, loving this, still in my pajamas at 10 o'clock, isn't that great?" And the guy says, "You know what, the interview was over right then." He says, "No way I was going to hire someone who couldn't be bothered to get dressed for the interview. If he couldn't be bothered to get dressed for the interview, I can't be bothered to hire him, interview over." So the image you project to others can be really important. So be aware of that. And right now a lot of companies are doing a lot of telecommuting and a lot of video conferencing going on. Just be aware of the image you're sending with your appearance on the video conference. Now, it might not matter, right? If you're not doing video conferences and nobody's going to see you, or if you do them in a way where you're not seen. I have a friend who's a trainer for a telecom company, and the way the company sets up schedules, it depends on where in the country the training's going on. I think if I remember right, he said it's the highest ranking person has the training from 8 to 5 in his time zone. So my friend would sometimes get up at like 2 o'clock in the morning and have to teach a training class. And he told me once, he says, "Don, I once taught a class in my underwear just because I could." Because nobody saw him on camera. It was more voice over PowerPoint or just just the head in the screen or whatever, but he could get away with nobody seeing him, and so he could wear whatever he wanted. So that's a possibility. But just because nobody's going to see us, does that mean we can wear whatever we want? And I'm going to give this a big maybe, because it depends a lot on you. The last couple of videos I've talked about setting boundaries, making sure that when you're at work, you're at work. When you're not at work, you're not at work. It's a very efficient way to work, and it's better for work-life balance. And your clothing can be part of those boundaries. I told the story of my friend, I think I called him Gary in the video, who was a consultant and would get up in the morning and put on his coat and tie and go to his basement office, which sounded a little strange, but it set boundaries for him. He knew when he was dressed up, he was at work, and his family knew that he was at work, and they would leave him alone. So the clothing can indeed set those boundaries, and it can indeed set signals to us. Does that mean you have to get up and put on work clothes? Not necessarily. A lot of people actually can work very, very efficiently in more casual attire. Right now, my wife is doing a lot of work from home because of the coronavirus thing, and they're all in work from home mode. And it's kind of funny to watch her. Some mornings she gets up and puts on her dress clothes and, sits down and has several teleconferences with her colleagues and their clients, and she's so professional. And then after lunch, she'll put on some sweats and go back to work. And she's still working really hard and doing a lot of great stuff, but she's more casual. And that works for her. And it works for a lot of people that I know, that being casual makes them more comfortable. It takes some of the stress off, gives you, it's less constraining. And so it's easier to work, and maybe you can focus a little better and get that work done. And if that's you, that's great. It's not me, though. I like to send myself the signal that I'm at work. Every morning I get up and put on my work attire. Now, for me, work attire is a nice shirt and jeans. I no longer do the coat and tie thing. I think that would be horribly inappropriate for a guy that teaches people how to make a living that allows them to live in an RV full time. Who wants to wear a coat and a tie in an RV? But I nonetheless have the dress shirt on, and it sends me a signal that I'm at work and I need to focus on work. So what I want to ask you to do is to experiment and to pay attention to yourself. I saw a tweet from John Acuff the other day. He said, the third day of wearing flannel starts feeling really depressing. Maybe that happens to you. If that happens, you probably don't want to be wearing flannels, flannel pajama pants or whatever while you're doing your work. If, on the other hand, you find that casual dress frees you up and allows you to work more efficiently, then by all means go for it. But if you're discovering that having the casual clothes on makes you feel a little too casual, you're not focusing on work, then you probably want to dress up a little bit more and send yourself those signals that it's time to work. So again, my advice is experiment. Try going casual, try dressing up, and pay attention to yourself and the signals that your body and your brain are sending to you, and ask yourself, is this helping me be more efficient or is it costing me efficiency? And then obviously dress accordingly. All right, dying to know what works for you. I have no idea what the mix is going to be, but feel free to leave comments below. Let me know what works for you. Are you more casual? Are you dressier? And if you have any other tips that you would like to share, you would like me to share, feel free to leave those in the comments. Leave them in the comments down below. I'll be happy to, maybe I'll incorporate for the next video. Who knows? All right, take care and have a great and productive day.